safer, and if you're a PayPal customer, and there's a huge amount of customers are PayPal customers. In the UK alone, there's about 18 million PayPal customers, which must be pretty much every online active person that can buy something. So, there are things like that that you can do. And if you have a voucher scheme, how do you make that available online? Don't preference away from the online channel. Encourage people to be able to use it. And then 6, do not try and control social media. You can't. You can't. It's as simple as that. It's not about, and don't obsess about social media itself because you're looking in the wrong place. Look at your product and your hotel, because if you look after your product and your hotel, then the social media will follow. When I was at Ramada Jarvis and I was running distribution and e-commerce, I put TripAdvisor rating into the balanced scorecard of the general manager, and that then surged up a bit of internal competition where the general managers then tried to become the #1 hotel on TripAdvisor in their destination. But they didn't do it by commenting in TripAdvisor, they did it by reading and listening to what people were saying and fixing it. And then that, of course, in turn then flows back into social media. And then think about Twitter as well. So, people, it's not about having a Twitter site. It's not about that at all. Yes, have one, so you can tell people what your offers and deals are. Nothing wrong with that. But it's about, what I put there. So I stayed at the Hotel Splendid Royale, type that into the box. So people, if they're going to stay there, are going to type that into Twitter and hit search to see what people are saying about that hotel. And that's what it's all about. So again, it's not about you having a Twitter page and trying to influence what people think by having a Twitter page. That doesn't work. It's about making sure that you're delivering excellent product and service in order to make sure that people are saying nice things about you. Now, having said all of that, and talked about nice integration. Say again?
How often do you need to update?
Well, what I tell them is a difference between what I want to do and what actually happens. So I have somebody whose unofficial job title is Chief Twit, and my Chief Twit is tasked with updating Twitter 5 times a day, because I think we've got a lot to say. It's probably too much, to be honest, but there are days, like I went on yesterday, it's my hobby Twitter, so not my personal hobby, I have no idea how to use the thing, I haven't said a word yet. But I just can't think that anybody's that interested to read what's going on in my life every 2 minutes, so. But I think every 5 times a day, I think was what I thought was a good start, and we're just monitoring and seeing how it works more than anything. So don't do it 5 times a day, it's probably too much. You can obsess about these things. So having I need to hurry up myself here. Yeah, thanks. Come on. having told you about great integration and all that kind of stuff, I'm now going to break everything I've just told you and give you a couple of different models. So I've got 2 ends of the spectrum here as a case study. Let's talk about Ryanair and let's talk about Flight Centre. So let's start with Flight Centre. So Flight Centre, I don't have to admit it publicly, but they make more money basically if they cross-sell. So if they just sell a flight, they don't make, nobody makes money on selling flights. So if they just sell a flight, they don't make that much money. Where they make money is when they get you to buy a hotel, a transfer, a tour, all that kind of stuff as well. And it's really hard to do that online. So actually they try and get you to call. That's their plan, is they get you to call. So they kind of break all of that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, I think it's pretty smart. So they're brave enough to say, we're still going to do this offline. We're still going to have shops on the high street. We want people to come in because we know we can sell them more. So what's important there is not that they're wrong, they're not wrong, they're right for their business. But what they've done is they've considered the role of all the different channels and how they push their customers towards where they think they can manage them best. Right? So that's one end of the spectrum. And then the other end of the spectrum is Ryanair. Ryanair, who deliberately and aggressively push people onto their website. And the reason they do that is for the same reason that Flight Centre do theirs, is because they want to cross-sell them ancillary sales. They want to sell them a hotel. Look at the stuff. What you can see here is, this page is like, it's like a 1980s disco. When you look at the page, it's like flashing things at you, and it breaks all the rules of user experience. It breaks all the rules of website design. But you have 66 million passengers a year flying on their aircraft, the majority of which book that through this website. So they've got to be doing something right. And hats off to them. They're very good at it. So those things break the channel integration model. But it's not that they've done it blindly or naively, they've done it very calculated and smartly. So just, it's one thing for me to stand up here and say, Utopia is this, get everything integrated and put somebody in charge of it, but there are other ways of doing it.